XRP, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis when the price was within this move, we mentioned still we can expect the price to break the top before we look for the down move. And we mentioned if we want to look for trade any flag, sharp move with the flag, we can look for buy. We have three opportunity to look for buy. Even the price broke this one, and this is the where we expected, the blast. Okay, no one we want to see whether this one will turn to a correction for continuation or the price can reverse. And even if we get a the reversal, that's mean the price drop in terms of the risk and reward, we can get better trade setup. Okay, but we were expecting the price to break this top somewhere around above this before we get a reversal. Okay, but as we can see, price broke the previous stoppages this because we mentioned we are not sure whether the price can break this top or not because of this shadow. But as we can see, the price broke. Okay, now we want to see how we can trade. If we start with the higher time frame, is we mentioned that when the price was within this move, we have been looking for this for one more drop. Okay, because we mentioned the only times you can consider this correction is finished when the price drop at least broke 0.36 or 0.34. Okay, now we want to see how we can look for the trade. In this case, we move to forward chart. All right, when the price was within this move, we mentioned that the way we're looking for this was we put this one in relative as 1 to 3, and this is the first move and relative to the as a correction for the last move. But as we can see, this one become more complex. Now the thing is whether this is the one we're going to the price is going to drop or not. Okay, that's why I mentioned based on 1 hour chart we need to see what we get here, whether correction for continuation or reversal, because still if there is a proper if you get a proper buy setup, still we can expect the price move a bit higher. Okay, as I mentioned again, technically we're looking for one more drop, and based on forward chart with a breakout of at least 0 point, which I see as 0.39 before we consider this move is finished. Before we consider this move is finished, 1 2 3 overall, if we consider, because over what we have been looking for this. Okay, but we mentioned this is the technically, it doesn't mean the price cannot reverse from here because of the cases from the 4 XRP we have it, but mostly we are more interested in the down move. Okay, now we want to see how we can look for trade if we move to 1 hour chart. As I mentioned, first things we're looking for sell. If there is a continuation with any flag, we can look for sell, because in terms of the risk and reward, it can give us better trade setup. The stop loss will be above the top, and what we expect the price at least to retest this low, which is 0.42. Okay, that means if there is we get the reversal in terms of the risk and reward, we can get a really good trade setup. Okay, but the only times we can look for buy if this one become more complex correction for continuation. Okay, now we don't have either we don't have buy setup or sells. That means if there is a continuation with the flag, we can look for sell. This is what we have been looking for. Again, in terms of the risk and reward, we can give us better trade setup. But if this one become more complex, we can look for buy. Then at that times we don't need to look for sell. If we move to 1 hour chart, sorry, 15-minute chart, this is what we have already. We have flat 1 2 3. Okay, if we want to look for buy, one of the options is to have entry above the top. Again, having entry above the top, what we're looking for, okay, what we're looking for the price to break the top and continue. For example, if you're going to have entry above this, what we want the price tag break and continue. If the price tag we see within 1 or 2 hours is not moving maximum, then we take out the trade. We don't stay with the trade. And whether we can get any trade setup within this, I don't think it's, because we need to look for the sharp move. Like if we get, we can take the trade, because if this one drop a bit more, maybe we get the sharp move with the flag. If we get any buy setup, we take it. But with the breakout of the top, we start to manage whether the price can break or continue. Okay, and how about if we didn't get any trade setup here, or the traders they don't want to have entry above the top because of the, as I mentioned, is really risky. If they want to trade, maybe they can look for the breakout of the top with the correction. But if we want to look for the breakout of the top to get the flag for continuation, the only times we can consider if this one become more complex. From what we have right now, we don't trade what I mentioned here. Okay, by the way, still we can expect the price move a bit higher, but if we get the down move, This is what we are more interested in terms of the risk and reward. Okay, mostly we look for the best trade setup in terms of the risk and reward. It doesn't mean this price cannot move higher. Still, the price can move a bit higher. All right. By the way, we are more interested in the sell. If there is a continuation with the flag, we sell. If we want to look for buy, we prefer to get the deeper correction, more complex correction. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup. In this case, we just follow the chart. We cannot jump into the trade right now because, as we mentioned, technically we can expect the price to drop. Okay. In this case, we just wait and to get the trade setup before we take the trade. And again, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.